Hi, and welcome to today's episode. We will discuss the magic of self love, setting boundaries, and finding gratitude in ways that genuinely serve our well being. Whether you're using glamour magic to raise your vibration and manifest, saying no to make space for what truly matters, or creating gratitude traditions that light you up, there's something here for everyone. As always, we'll wrap up with my kitchen magic and Kate's collective reading. Hey,
Yay.
Kate.
Hi. I'm so happy to be here today. I'm really excited about this episode. We've wanted to talk about glamour magic like since the beginning when we were planning. It's just a really fun topic. So it's not just about looking fabulous, although, yes, we love to do that. And Marie and I, we were having this conversation before about how glamour magic, many, at least in my generation and yours, we all love the movie The Craft. And it's not like when they change their hair and their eyes. That's not really what it's about. So it's about using everyday items like makeup, jewelry, or even your favorite scarf to set powerful intentions. You can bless your red lipstick for courage or your necklace to radiate confidence. With every brushstroke or accessory choice, you can create a magical aura and set a powerful intention for yourself. So again, this can be anything that you love, anything that you wear every day. It doesn't have to be a specific color, although matching the color with the intention really helps enhance those intentions, but you can really make your own rules when it comes to it. So blessing your daily items is as easy as closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, and you visualize while you're holding the item or it already being on you. It doesn't really matter. It's just the intention. Just envision that being surrounded by white light or a specific color that matches your intentions. Me personally, I call upon my angels, but you might call upon your guides, ancestors, or whatever divine connection that you resonate with. And you just envision that intention of confidence. You feel that emotion while you're holding it and envisioning it with the light. And this will create a magical aura and set that intention for you. So don't forget, cleansing is key too. One thing I should have said when I first started is cleansing the item first. When you wear your favorite necklace or a hairpiece, anything that you wear every day, remember that holds on to energy. So it's important to clear that, whether it be with light and intention, or you can use sage, incense, selenite. I love selenite. It's really easy. Selenite can clear crystals, but anything that you use every day, so that'll wipe away those stagnant, toxic energy that's hanging out there. So that is what glamour magic is. It's that simple. You can make it your own. It's just using your beauty products, what you wear every day, to help you enhance your intentions.
Right. One of the beauty products that we wear on special occasions, but some people do it every day, and that's our perfume or our essential oils or what have you, things that make us smell lovely. So before spritzing your favorite perfume, hold the bottle in your hands and set an intention, perhaps to boost confidence, attract a positive attention from that special someone, or even create an aura of calmness and confidence. Picture yourself surrounded by a bubble of light infused with that intention, like inside your bubble. Just hold that intention there. And then every spritz you do will not only carry your lovely scent that you've chosen for the day, but also will hold your magical intention. Another thing, Kate loves to do
Oh, they're
her
bad right now, but yes, I
nails.
do. I'm due
I
for
know
one.
you always have pretty nails, and I just I'm bad at nails. You're so good at nails. I can't I mess them up so badly and they always chip. So I tend to just keep them clean unless like every so often I decide to go get a full set of like acrylics and I love them for a couple months and I'm like, why did I do this? Now I
Natural vibes.
know. So, but you know, nail polish is another way to just beautifully adorn yourself, male, female, just lovely hands, right? So when you're painting your nails, choose colors that match your current goals. There's like red for courage, green for prosperity, blue for inner peace, and green for healing and blue for healing as well. pink for radiating your heart chakra. And if you can't do green nails for like work purposes, you can still set that courageous intention with any color as you paint. So as you apply each coat, visualize yourself embodying that energy. And then every time you glance at your nails, it'll remind you of your intention.
I love that, Marie. And also, the stores do a great job of placing the seasonal colors in the main aisles. So you're like, ooh, it's fall. So the reds are like, we were talking about the power of colors and matching colors with the seasons to help us stay in cycles, the cycle of the season. So, it makes it fun to be like, I'll match with what's going on, but also what can this color do for me? What do I want to manifest?
Right.
So I love shopping for new nail polish. That's basically what I was.
Right. That's what she really means to say.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
what I mean.
fun. Yeah. And you have a little girl, and that's so fun to do nails with her. She's just a magical little creature, that one.
I have to like push her to do her nails. She's funny. She doesn't like waiting for them to dry. But I want to tell you one. Do you watch football, right, Marie?
Yes.
I don't really, but Danny was watching last night in the Texans. They were playing the Lions, and they had this beautiful ruby slipper red helmets. And I told Danny, I'm like, I'm going to find that color. And I did within like 5 minutes. So even if
Yeah.
you see a color, like there's a reason you're drawn to colors too.
Right.
So I'm going to use that color. I'm going to get that color. I'm going to use
Ooh,
it.
ruby slippers. I know, red, like candy apple red with sparkles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's one of the reasons I love going into those old school diners that have the vinyl red seats that are sparkly.
I love it too.
One of
Yes.
those little things, the colors. More colors that we wear is like in our clothing. So you can always do intentional clothing picks. You can select a shirt, pants, coat, scarf, underwear that aligns with your intention of the day. Red can bring about confidence. It's a power color. Orange for vitality and creativity, and blue can inspire calm, and so on. I really think what you're drawn to is kind of what your body and yourself is needing. You should always listen to that. And so as you put it on, take a deep breath and visualize yourself radiating with that color's energy. Let it empower your actions throughout the days. And Kate, I'm sure you have a good book about the meanings of colors and working with color magic. You have a good book, don't
I
you?
do. I touched briefly on it in Angel Magic, but I do have an Edgar Casey book that I recently purchased. I shared it on my Facebook page. Actually, no, Mindful Magic's Facebook page a couple weeks ago. So that's on there as well.
Yeah. And, you know, it, it's like nothing can be more daunting and a little bit scary when you're taking something new on. Like if you're just new to this and you're thinking about doing like tarot cards or something, and you're thinking, oh man, I got to memorize all these cards and stuff. But colors, how many colors are there? The colors of the rainbow, it's kind of easy to read a little bit about them and know what the meanings are for each one.
Right.
That's one step you can take in some color magic.
I love color magic. So the next is a shoe spell, blessing your shoes, which I love this one. It's simple, it's easy. So before slipping your shoes on, whisper an intention for where they're going to carry you. Maybe it's, may these steps lead me to confidence and success. Or if you have a specific goal that day, this will lead me to this new job. This will lead me to love. This will lead me to joy. It's simple. And I love that with the shoes. That was new. I just read that one. So, and I love the way that you can program your intention into your shoes. It's so put your shoes on and say, may this lead me to whatever it is that you want. Tap your shoe 3 times together before putting it on, sealing in your intention. Your steps will radiate that energy with every move. I love that. So simple and so fun. And again, there's that ruby slippers coming in again. You tap your feet. There's no place like home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
And next is earrings. You can program your earrings to amplify specific energies, gold hoops for abundance, gemstone studs for clarity, or silver spirals for reflection. As you put them on, take a deep breath and then visualize energy swirling around you, strengthening your intention every time they catch the light. I love that. And
Mhm.
then one thing that I do, which is not what I wear, but I wanted to add this in. I love to bless my car before I drive. I envision like a snowplow white light in front of my car when I drive. So wherever I go, I ask my angels to clear that area. And then behind me is it's just throwing out pink light for love and happiness. So before I get in my car, I like to bless my car to clear wherever I go and send love wherever I go, wherever I leave.
I love that. And years ago, a teacher I was working with, she said she always blesses her car before she gets in and goes somewhere. And I remember her saying, I didn't bless my car today, and somebody banged me. And I always remember that. And I mean, things are going to happen if they're meant to happen, but let's at least give ourselves a fighting chance.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know, I always ask for Archangel Michael to bless me and my car and my family when we're traveling. There's a lot of it feels like increased road rage out there, and I don't want to be any part of that.
I always name my cars too. Actually, the car I have now's name is Michael.
Okay.
But I feel like when you give your car a name too, and you talk to it, and you're like, "I love you. Thank you so much for keeping me safe and getting me where we need to go." I feel like that really helps enhance your intentions as well. So, speaking of self love, remember this quote. I love this quote. Saying no to others is actually sometimes saying yes to yourself. Self love is a daily practice, like choosing to honor what fuels you. Dance to your favorite song or sip tea infused with affirmations. Whatever it takes, recognize that you deserve the energy you pour out.
I
I
love
love that.
that. Saying no to others can be saying yes to yourself. And that's so true. I see so many memes on social media about why did my extrovert self say yes 3 weeks ago and my introvert self
Mhm.
is saying no today? Like, that's me. Overcommitment, And a lot of that is just people pleasing. It
Yes.
really is. And I almost said let's please ourselves, but that might have another meaning.
That's another episode.
It's another episode. So, speaking of, let's set some boundaries. I love this. Welcome to No-vember, because saying no is sometimes the best self care. It's not about rejecting people, it's about affirming what aligns with your values. Start by identifying what truly matters to you and set boundaries accordingly. It can be as simple, no, thank you, or I'm focusing on me right now. Boundaries protect your energy, and they're a radical act of self respect. Remember that. Boundaries are a radical act of self respect. So you can remind yourself with affirmations like, I am allowed to prioritize myself. Say that. Remind yourself. You don't have to say yes to everything. Practicing boundaries is like flexing a muscle. Welcome to the gun show. It I used to have bigger guns when I was working on the ambulance, not so much saying, "Welcome to the little gun show," the pre-show, no tickets required. But practicing boundaries is like flexing a muscle. It gets stronger the more you use it. Right, Kate?
It really does. And we're supposed to say no sometimes. That's how we reclaim our power. That's how we build confidence in ourselves and our own taking action on our own and asserting ourselves. It's just part of the process. It's part of the
Mhm.
journey.
Yep. And so here's some assertive ways to say no to someone and say yes to yourself. You can do a graceful decline for overcommitment. I love this one. So, when faced with a request or an invitation or a new project that feels overwhelming, respond with, Thank you so much for thinking of me, but I need to pass this time. This allows for you to preserve your energy for the commitments that truly nourish you. Saying no here gives you the time and mental space to say yes to self care, rest, or other meaningful projects. And you don't need to explain why you're saying no. I think a lot of us do that. We're like, no, no, no. And then you give the whole spiel and reasons why you're saying no, explaining yourself. You don't have to explain yourself. A simple no, I need to pass is okay. Now, unless your boss is telling you to do something. We're saying like in life, don't get yourself in trouble. But, you know, a simple no, thank you, I'll pass. And it's okay to leave some mystery. People don't need to know your every reason or excuse.
My husband actually really helped me with that. We're so different, but we balance each other really well. And I always explain myself. I always feel like I have to explain myself. And he's like, you don't need to say that. He's like, you don't need to add all that on there. He's like, just say it. Just say it.
Yeah.
And he's helped me so much over the years. And now I really think about it and I catch myself. I'm like, I don't owe anyone an explanation.
Right. I do the same thing. It is definitely a work in practice.
Yeah.
I definitely, I'm saying we're sharing these things with you because these are things that we're working on too. We are by no means the master in these.
No, no, we're all learning together. The next one, I like this one. It's the gentle redirect. If someone asks you for a favor that doesn't align with your availability or energy, kindly say, I'm unavailable to do that right now, but I hope you find the support you need. By setting this boundary, you prioritize your needs without shutting out compassion. This empowers you to channel your time into what genuinely matters. I would recommend, if you're open to working with angels, archangels Michael and Gabriel are amazing to call upon to help you in any situation. You just envision an angel next to you and they can help you say what's difficult to say, to give you that courage and that confidence to say what you need to say. And pause before responding. This is another one that I've been working on for a long time. When you get put on the spot, it's okay to take a breath and say, let me think about it and get back to you. This simple pause prevents rush commitments and ensures your response honors your own needs. By not immediately saying yes, you're giving yourself room to assess what aligns with your well being and goals. You were just saying, Marie, how overcommitting, that it's okay to be like, let me get back to you. I'll let you know soon.
I know. This is like one of my favorite ones that I need to work on is let me think about it and get back to you. It takes you out of the spot in out of the moment and all that pressure that I think is where all the over explaining comes from. And then when you're in your own space in another moment, you can think about, is this something that I really want to do, feel like I need to do, or I just, I really don't want to. And then you can respond. Yeah, take a moment. If a conversation becomes draining or intrusive, gently steer it away by saying, I'm not comfortable discussing this right now. Can we focus on something else? And that seems a little harsh, but if somebody is really being intrusive, it's perfectly fine to say you're being intrusive without saying you're intrusive by telling them this is making me uncomfortable. And again, you don't need to explain why. Let's just redirect, especially if it's a friend or somebody that you're really willing to continue the relationship with.
I wanted to add that you could also practice by talking or using this with people that you're really comfortable with, people that you know love you unconditionally, that give you that space to say what you want to say. So, like, practice on people that are more comfortable to speak with.
I love that. Flex your muscle, use it.
Yes.
So, and you can also say, I don't have the energy to talk about this right now. You know, like really, it's just really, it's a little scary to set boundaries for yourself that way, but it's just so important. And once you've done that a few times, it gets easier. It really gets easier. And I think going into like the traditional holidays when you're around maybe family that you don't see all the time or friends, and it's just, this is a good time to practice that. Being kind to yourself. By creating a boundary, you protect your emotional space, which ultimately helps you stay centered and at peace, allowing you to be fully present in the relationships that genuinely uplift you. Another one has to do with your time. And Kate, I know we've chatted about this before. I've realized how valuable my time is and how little of it you seem to get sometimes, especially when you're feeling like you need to recharge. You know, that I think you really need to be in charge of that recharging time so that you can be present for yourself, your family, your friends, everybody else that you need to be present for. If you're completely depleted, then I don't know about you, but I get snappy. I get, when I'm exhausted, I can tell like I'm not thinking like myself, you know?
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And you're not, and then the things that you are doing, family time, friend time, husband wife time, it's like you're grouchy and you're snippy, and you're not enjoying it. What those are the moments that matter most. So by depleting all of your energy, you don't have energy for those important moments throughout your day.
Yeah. And this just happened. I've been sick the last few days, so hopefully as we talk I might get more and more of that sexy jazz voice. Because I'm on antibiotics right now and getting better. But I realized the other day when I was sick, I was getting really whiny, like just every little thing. And then I had to apologize to my husband and daughter, like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm just grumpy because I'm sick,
Mhm. Yeah.
and just letting them know where I'm at, and then I'm sorry. But so about reclaiming your own time, when you're asked to extend your time at work or in other obligations that stretch you too thin, you can say to yourself and to those who are maybe trying to take your time that I need to prioritize my own commitments and I can't take on anymore right now. Or one of my favorites is, I'm sorry, my plate is so full at the moment. Everybody knows what that means, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah.
So this boundary lets you redirect your focus towards your personal growth, your family time, self-reflection, recharging, anything that fills your cup and honors your own needs.
Yes. And by lovingly and assertively saying no when necessary, you create space to say yes to yourself, your values, and the life you wish to nurture. No-vember isn't just about turning down requests, it's about tuning inward and celebrating your worth through healthy, self affirming boundaries.
Okay, everybody, I think we're going to end the episode right there and stay tuned for the next part next time. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.